Hello, hello, it's Veggie Owl Girl again. You may notice I'm in a different area. Molly is back home. I am basically traveling back to where I used to live to get the rest of my stuff and say hi to some of my friends and all that. I spent most of the day with I spent the day with two of my friends, with Sharon, my friend. We spent the morning, actually more like around 11 and such, and I got her, I bought her a meal for her birthday. Her birthday was recent. Um, and then I talked to Kathy, my friend. We had dinner and we got to talking and all that. But like I said, I'm also doing some animal rights stuff. I'm going to see if I can get some information on Shannon the elephant. I don't know if I mentioned her in my videos. Um, but I did find out that the Topeka Zoo is now run by a different group. They've got it for a whole month so far. So I don't know. Topeka Zoo is a lot of animals die there. And three elephants died within 2 years. I believe it was in the 2 year period. They had three elephants die. And they weren't old or anything. They just died. Shannon was one of them. She laid down. They found her that morning and they picked her back up. That next night they didn't stay with her and she laid down and then she died. The Kansas State University has information because they did some of the tissue samples. So I'm going to see about getting that to see. They said, oh, we'll tell you how she died in December. December goes back and they ask, oh, yeah, it'll be another month. And no one does, then you don't hear about it. So, but they have a new group of people running it. So I don't care for zoos at all. Those elephants are in a tiny little, you got the little elephant there, like this thumb. This is my elephant, and they got a small area to walk around in. A long time ago, they said they were expanding their elephant exhibit. I'm like, oh, that's great. They'll get more. They'll have more space to walk around. It's not much, but it's a little bit more. But they didn't do that. That's not what they meant. They meant to add more elephants into that small place. We were trying to get the elephants into a Tennessee elephant sanctuary, so that they can walk for acres. They have acres and acres of land all over the place, and the elephants can walk all the way they want to. And it's better for them to walk because they're used to in the wild by walking miles and miles a day. They walk miles and miles a day out in the wild. But yeah, so we're going to find out whether or not they'll give it to me. I don't know. I did a Freedom of Information Act at the USDA. They were the ones that did the necropsy on Shannon. And after a year and a half of actively being processed, that's what they said on the thing, is actively being processed, and they said they didn't have the information. So I'm like, oh, I wait a year and a half and I don't get the information. So I'm trying a different way. But like I said, she laid down that night before. They picked her up and then they left her alone that next night. And she laid down and then she died. So they're not. They lay down a little bit for sleep, but after a couple hours they get back up, or they only sleep a little bit. They get down, they sleep, and then they eventually will get up again. So it's so yeah. So that I'm gonna hopefully get some information on that. Oh, Joe Biden. This is today. I just heard Joe Biden's dog Champ died. President Joe Biden's dog Champ died today. So there's sad news on him, but he took good care of him. I believe, if I remember correctly, they were both rescues. All my animals are rescues. Molly was a rescue. I don't know if I actually mentioned how I got her. I don't know, but still, what happened was I had Bear 13 years and I had to put him down because it was time. And then I was, then I talked to my friend Pam 2 weeks after that. And she said, Bear's gone? There's a dog living in a car. It's going to get down to 15 degrees tonight. And this was a very cold April for some reason. It was unusual for April, but it was a cold day. And so I got down there and, we got her out of the car, put her in my car, took her to my house. I don't live in a house anymore. I live in an apartment. But I had a big house with a big backyard. And Nancy's like, yes, this looks great. And then so I had her. She sleeps on the bed with me, but now when I get ready to go to bed, she's usually sleeping in the area on my pillow. I try to make sure that the blankets are over so that she can't dig the pillow out because she wants to lay on it because my head's on it, so it has my smell. So she likes to sleep on my pillow, but she just gets as close as she can. And then I'm like, okay, girl, you gotta go. Come on, go over here. It's time for me to go to bed. Usually I take her going over there. I put peanut butter on a spoon and I put her pill on that. And then I slide it right into her mouth. She doesn't bite down or anything. So I just slide it into her mouth and then she takes it and then I'm like, okay, I get the rest of the peanut butter. You want to eat the rest of it? And her incisors will just like take the peanut butter off my finger. So yeah, but like I said, sometimes I'll take her over that as part of the bed. I was like, come over here, girl, so you can eat your peanut butter. But currently, so she's not here because I don't travel with. I did travel with her going here is where I live. But I driving back here. There's a lot of places that don't take dogs, so I just have my friends watching her. Oh Lord, it's a little late here today. Have my friends watching her, and then and I'll just be back a little bit. So I am here trying to get some information, get the rest of my stuff, and head back. I'm not used to staying still for long periods of time, so the driving was a little harsh on me. But I did do a good job. So, and I'll be driving back. Oh, let's see. Oh yeah, my biopsy. I mentioned the biopsy in one of the videos. I didn't say it came back fine. It was just something unusual in there. Nothing bad. It was just something that usually you wouldn't be in there. But like it's boom, they took it out. They had a core needle, a needle core, like a larger needle that goes in, takes the core, and then it pulls it out. And I did. I just stayed still and let them do it, and it was fine. It was fine. So that's fine. The so that's nothing to worry about. Let's see. Let's see. I mentioned Joe Biden, president, his dog died. It's a sad thing. See. This is so a question. People want to keep eating meat, and actually we're going towards the tipping point faster than we thought. The question is now, from what I understand, 1/3 of the world that's populated right now will not be habitable anymore. You can't live there anymore. I heard California and Nevada, but I may be wrong on that. But they are getting forest fires all over the place. The whole place. They have a lot of drought. Bill Maher mentioned growing almonds. It does take a lot of water to grow almonds, but what takes a lot more water is growing cattle, dairy, beef. California is I think the largest producer of dairy, so that requires a lot more water. So no one seems to want to mention animal agriculture when they talk about global warming. Like nobody wants to make it. I think John Oliver started saying, he said, but no one's going to do that. I'm like, seriously, everybody can do it. Just cut it out. Cut it down. Cut your meat consumption down by half. How about that? It'll save you money anyway. So just do. Now, if you're hardcore, it took a long time for me to stop eating meat, and then I was vegetarian for a long time, and then I'm vegan. So it takes a while, but yeah, just cut it down and keep going. If you want to go vegan, that's great. But if you just want to cut it down for for your health and for for climate change and all that, you can do it. You can do it. You don't need animal agriculture. You don't. Well, they're like, well, what do we do with all the cows? They breed them. They artificially inseminate all the females. They don't have the bull out there. The ladies are not like, hey, I'm over here, and the bull will be like, oh, hey, babe, and but no, they take the semen and then they put it in a semen extender and they make these semen straws. So they put the semen in with a female, and they inseminate her that way. So, but they don't get the bulls. No, the bull doesn't visit with the ladies. So they just need to just as the amount of meat goes down, as the amount of dairy that people are not drinking, as it goes down, the amount of dairy that people drink, it goes down, and the amount of meat people eat is going down. They'll simply breed fewer animals. So the people say I'm eating the animals, so they actually make more animals. They breed more animals for you to eat. So just cut it down. And if you want to turn vegan, actually most people. Have you ever heard the movie Earthlings? Some people can't watch it. I couldn't even watch it twice. The first one was very disturbing. And I watched Grave of the Fireflies more than once. It brings more compassion to me because, well, Grave of the Fireflies is an anime. It's a movie about how these two children when we were firebombing the crap out of their country, um, how they survive, how they try to live. And this is not a spoiler alert because you know they're dead at the very beginning of the movie. It just goes back and shows you how things went downhill with them. So I've watched that quite a few times, but because you want to feed them, you're like, I want to feed them. But like I said, Earthlings is just too traumatizing to watch more than once. So, and it's all true. I went to a university that does agriculture. They had us do a lot of agricultural classes. I was doing pre-vet, and I eventually didn't want to go veterinary school. I wanted to do, my initial plan was to go into research. My not initial plan was to be a veterinarian, and the next plan, which I started thinking about, was research. But anyway, what was I talking about? Meat consumption. Oh well, anyway, apparently my mind went poof, so don't worry about it. But like I said, you don't have to eat all that. You don't have to eat meat or animal products. You eat a lot of fruits, vegetables, beans, legumes. The bean issue. Start out with small amounts, and when you soak the beans in the water, once they're done soaking, you pour it in a colander, you rinse the beans, put them in fresh water, and that helps. But try small amounts of beans, and then increase it. It's the fiber that's causing your body to have the flatulent issue, but it'll go away after a while. You get more fiber in your diet, and your body, the microbiome in your gut will change. Stuff like that. Let's see, what else am I doing? Oh, I gotta figure out when durian comes back. I didn't have the money for it. They were selling fresh durian in the Asian market. It smells horrible. The phrase is smells like hell, tastes like heaven. And it's pretty good. I've had some frozen, but I wanted a fresh durian. I think I will save up a bit so that when it comes back in, I forgot the Santa Claus melon. They have Santa Claus melons here in the Hy-Vee here in this state. In the place I'm at, we have the Hy-Vee. Oh, I should probably go and get those Santa Claus melons. Bring them back. I don't know if you can get them on the East Coast, but you can get them here. The person I was talking to, she said, "Oh, never heard of Santa Claus melon. It was in, I guess, a store. I can't remember now, but I'm going to bring back a few if I remember, and say, guys, this is a Santa Claus melon. It's like a diabetic's nightmare. Oh, sweet, 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 sweet. It's extreme. It has white flesh, but it's extremely sweet, very sweet, diabetic sweet, but it's very tasty. But anyway, secondly, the durians. I want to try a fresh one. The problem is they're so much a pound, and a small one you probably be paying $60 for. But you know what? Next time they come in season, I think I'll just have a durian party and have everybody eat durian. That would be wonderful. Pardon me. I had dinner earlier. Let's see. Did I mention this? Okay, so will meat be available after it's too late? And I mentioned if 1/3 of habitable land becomes uninhabitable, we're gonna be using that land. We're not gonna be using the land to grow livestock feed. We're gonna be planting it for people. There's going to be desert. Basically, the deserts are going to grow. The areas that have plant life the deserts are going to expect. They're going to be famine, droughts, forest fires over in the west already. So if you do like meat, think about this. Would you want it available? After the tipping point, I think only very wealthy people might be able to afford it, because we're going to have to grow more plants for people to eat, so everybody has enough food to eat. And you might be saying, well, we have enough food anyway, it's just not distributed properly, which is true. But the thing is that you should probably, cut down, and it's expensive anyway. Just cut down, and there are many types of plant-based milks. Soy milk I loved, but I can't have anymore. Oat milk has a similar body. Some people love almond. A lot of people seem to like almond milk, which I think is a little watery, not as watery as rice milk, but Almond milk's pretty good. Excuse me. Almond milk's pretty good. So, but like I said, it's very water intensive. But you have oat milk, soy milk, cashew milk, coconut milk. Let's see, hemp milk, flax milk. There's a lot of them. So if you'll find one that you like sooner or later. Just give them a try and drink it up. And if you don't like it, then you try another one. Plant-based milks are better, have healthier for you too. And there's no let's see, what's one cholesterol in it. There's no cholesterol, so hey, party. It's getting late, so you tell I can do these like at night before I go to sleep. But yeah, it's better for you, and it's actually better for you. Now, some people say the soy estrogen, the plant estrogen, it doesn't work the same way as actual estrogen. Now, someone says drink real milk. You drink that soy milk, you get that estrogen. Real milk has estrogen, the animal estrogen. So it's like, well, you get estrogen. You're getting estrogen in your milk. But anyway, like I said, try to cut down. That's a good thing. Like I said, all that the land we would probably try to feed humans. That most of the plant's going to be screwed. I not have hope, but hopefully maybe something will give me hope to think that we will be able to beat this. But they never talk about it on TV. They don't. There's like cut down your meat, cut down your meat, cut down your meat. That would work, but they don't think anybody will do it, so they don't mention it. But yeah, like I said, just cut down on the meat. Just try. I even wrote the Pope, but I don't think he's gonna tell his people to go vegan or cut down on their meat or anything. But we did. There was a movement to try to get the Pope to go vegan on his birthday, and we wrote things. I wrote down. Think of animal agriculture, how horrific it is, and you can watch on YouTube. And he did do an encyclical. I'm not saying it was because of me. Where a lot of us were probably telling him this all over the place. But he did an encyclical on how you should be kind to all the animals and all that stuff like so. Let's see, I got to do it. Oh yeah, my biopsy came back fine. Okay, I think I'm done. Sorry it's not that long of a video, but like I said, I thought I'd do it. And we are here in a hotel room. It's a pretty good place, and I have a fridge so I can put my food in the fridge, and I can cook in the microwave. But I can't cook most of the stuff because of the fact that you can't have a hot plate in here. Let's see. I did get some groceries. Let's see if I can show you my groceries. Let's see. Come on down. Let's see. There's bananas. There's the bread, peanut butter, jam, and that thing right there. What am I doing? Hold on. See if I can do this with my finger. Okay, that circular contains oats, and I have walnuts and other things, so that I can how do you say, make them like it's a popular cereal. It's like Swiss cereal. It's just oats, dried oats with uncooked oats with walnuts and fruits and all that mixed in with it, and you just eat it with your cereal. I have oat milk in the fridge and stuff like that. So yeah, so like I said, I'm going to be eating quite a bit of stuff. I'm going to try to eat more vegetables for this time, but like I said, there's not many places that are soy free. I find out there's too much soy. Soy's in everything. It's in soy lecithin, it's in the breads and all that. Soybean oil, they cook in. I have to go be careful with I went to Burger King in Beth Alto where I was visiting my brother, and they had soy oil in their Burger King fries. But but where I lived, the three places I go, that's just canola oil. That's what they cook it in. But you gotta be careful because it's everywhere. It is everywhere, and so I have to be careful. And I'm worried about. I would try to order a dish with just the white sauce, a Chinese dish, just white sauce, but there might be cross-contamination issues. And I say the cross-contamination, like when you read a label and it says this product has been made on the same line or whatever that makes soybeans or anything. So there's always a cross-contamination issue. That's how severe it is. So yeah. So like I said, I'm going to let you guys go. And have a nice night, and I think it's Father's Day is tomorrow. I do believe so. So you guys have a happy Father's Day, and like I said, well, just do what you can do. Like I said, vegetarian, vegan, cutting down your meat, anything you can do will help. If enough people do something that'll help, then you might beat this. But um, the planet's going to burn up a little bit, and I'm like, that's not going to be good. If you don't care about yourself, think about your kids, your grandkids, your great grandkids, your great great grandkids, stuff like that. But anyway, I'm probably boring you, so I will let you guys go, and you have a very nice evening, nice day. Bye.